Hey, welcome back to the channel. Got a little something on the bench for you here. So working on the PropsOff-40 protective case. So this is a protective case for my PropsOff-40. I've been working on a design here. Pretty much every one of my whoops, because I carry a duffel bag or backpack, throw it in the console, whatever the case may be. They're easy to stack. They're easy to single file, all that kind of action. So I really like this, just a square protective case. But I went ahead and designed this for the PropsOff-40 frame kit. And it works out pretty good. So you could protect your quad in transit or whatever the case may be. You want to store it. So just to let you know, this STL file will be included in the PropsOff-40 frame kit. So you'll have the DXF, the STL file for the PropsOff-40 frame. So if you were to purchase this PropsOff-40 kit, then you'll get the STL file for free. So I have a freebie here, the protective case. So you'll get that STL file as well. So it'll be a total of 3 files in that deal. So also to let you know, everybody that's out there, so all of you that have already ordered the PropsOff-40 kit, I'm going to go ahead and email today the STL file for this protective case. Just wanted to add a little value to the PropsOff-40 kit. I'm already designing this for myself because I carry everything in a duffel bag. So let's go ahead and jump over the bench, see how it works, what it does and all that. Just to let you know, it does fit the 04 DJI, the P1, the analog, the Woxnail, the whatever. Everything should fit in here because of the way it clips in. So let's show you how that works. Stay tuned. All right, so over here at the bench real quick, we'll just pop the lid off. The lid is just basically held on with friction. I've got a couple of these cases that I've had for a couple of years. I have no issues with the lid falling off or anything. It's just held on with friction. So just pop the lid off, and I just have the little bit of scribed on the side here. And then inside we have some pedestals. This is one of the prototypes. But anyway, I have pedestals here and the little clip system. So basically you take your PropsOff-40 build, and let me zoom in for you here so you can see what I'm doing. So you can see right here, if you put the PropsOff-40 frame right underneath the clip, either side, it doesn't matter. Just slide that right underneath the clip here. And then on the other side, we're just going to push a little bit. It doesn't take much. We'll pull this tab out and push that down until you hear a click. And then once you hear a click, then it's in. You can just push it down in, but I like to kind of ease it in there a little bit. So that way we have the frame all secured in there, so it's not utilizing any other method. The pedestals keep the battery tray from being squished. The pedestals also act as a forcing friction on the clips, so basically the quad's not coming out of there. It's not moving around in transit. The propellers are free to move inside. This will take up to a 45 millimeter prop. I really don't see anybody putting more than a 45 millimeter prop on this size of build. Super fun little ripper for sure. So now there's a protective case to keep your quad from getting destroyed. To take it out, it's pretty easy. Right here in the center, you just push up and it unlocks it about halfway, and then you can pull it up out of there. So, and it works with the analog as well. So like any of your PropsOff-40s, it'll just clip right in there here as soon as you hear the click. So rock and roll, 40 millimeter props definitely fitting in there. Just to let you know, when you print this, or when you have this print, just make sure that you leave it on the bed until it cools all the way, because you don't want this bottom area warping. I have 40% infill. It gives a little bit of structure for the bottom. You can't really see what's going on here. Once you slice it, you can see how I've designed this so that you can push up here in the middle to unlock it, but it's kind of like a CD-ROM, right? But you definitely want to let it cool all the way off, that these two are in line the way they need to. So the PropsOff-40, let me jump over here. So This is the 04 and this is the analog. So I already have videos. You'll see a top secret stamp on the videos below. This is 3 months ago I did the video on this one, or posted the video. Really good tune, super fun to fly analog. So that video is already out if you want to see a little bit of flight action. This one I still have some tuning to do. I do plan on sharing my tune with the PropsOff-40 community. So once I get this tuned out, hopefully we don't have gale force winds and rain for the next month. So, but yeah, this video's out as well. Pretty recent, has a top secret stamp on it, so you can see some flight from it. Has some PID tune work to do, a little bit of twitching still going on in there. So, but like I said, I haven't tuned it yet. It's pretty much stock other than like some eye gain, relax, some simple stuff like that. And then also the PropsOff-40 frame deal is the last video before this one. And like I said, you get the files so that you can have this frame forever. So go check that video out and all the details in that. And then the protective case STL will be sent to you as well as a freebie. Let me pop this in here real quick, just to let you know you can use it as a shadow box. So if you want to display your PropsOff-40, you don't have to worry about it collecting dust or warping or getting damaged. So a little shadow box action. So anyway, yeah. We'll go ahead and throw that STL file into the deal. And then, like I said, those of you, all of you that are out there, check your email. You'll have the STL file sent to you today. So, hey, I appreciate you tuning in, checking this out, and looking forward to talking to more people and seeing what people think about my designs. And appreciate it if you thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. And if you hate it, man, you give it a thumbs down. It all works. Enjoy the breeze.